Cooking with
Hello,
Steve.
Thank you for joining me. This is a special edition of Cooking with Steve. This is the Wilderness Camping Down on the Farm edition. As you may notice, we are not yet down on the farm, but I'm going to prepare a few things ahead of time so it makes life down in the rustic environment a little bit easier on us. To give you a little background, first what we're going to do for dinner tonight, we're going to be having pulled pork, which I will show you. Before we get there though, I'm going to make a little bit of a quick coleslaw as a topping for the pulled pork sandwiches. I'm also going to make some tuna salad, which I'm not even going to bother to film because everybody knows how to make tuna. Big story though, I did get a new can opener. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to come back to you here in just a few minutes. I'm going to get the coleslaw pretty much all created and just show you what I threw in it. We're going to come back then to end that, and then next time you'll see me, we will be in the wilderness, roughing it on the farm. See you then. Welcome back with the camping edition of Cooking with Steve. This is our tuna salad that we've got. Right here what I did is I got ready, if you get a close up here, I shredded up some cabbage, shredded up some carrots, and did a real fine slice on some onions. We're going to dress this real quick with a little bit of mustard, ground mustard. And some celery salt. Sorry I'm going quick here, but for the sake of time this could end up being a long video and I'm trying to avoid that. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just a little bit, and then some mayo. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to mix this around, and then our coleslaw is done. At this point, I will come back to you when we're at the farm. See you then. Oh, hello and welcome back to the Sturm family farm. We are down here on our camping trip here today. What I'm going to show you now, we're going to have a little pulled pork for dinner. It's going to be made in a crock pot. It's really pretty easy. Follow me inside and I will show you how. Come on. Now this is quite possibly the easiest recipe for pulled pork you will ever see. I have here a 3-pound pork loin here. I'm going to stick this in the crock pot like that. I'm going to take one of these bottles of Fago root beer, put the entire thing on it, and then I really don't need much more, just a little bit of the rest of it. There's another one. What this is going to do, that is all the seasoning that you need. We're going to put the lid on the crock pot here, and we've got it set for high. We're going to let this go for about 4 hours. Come back, it will be the tenderest pulled pork you will ever taste in your life, and we'll take it from there. See you then. Hi guys.
Hi. Hi.
Welcome back to Cooking with Steve, the rustic camping down home adventure. Just wanted to give you a little look of what the campsite looks like. We're roughing it this weekend, but you're gonna get some good cooking lessons. So, see you back when the crock pot pulled pork is complete. Well, hello and welcome back to Cooking with Steve. This is the Down at the Farm edition. What we got going on right now, we have the crock pot inside. We probably got about a half hour to 45 minutes left on the crock pot with the pulled pork. I'm about to go grab those potatoes. I didn't film this earlier, but what I did is I chopped up some sweet potatoes and put some olive oil and some pumpkin pie spice in them, and I put them in foil. What we're going to do is we're going to throw those on the grill for about 45 minutes until they soften up, and we're gonna eat everything together with the pulled pork. Follow me inside and I will demonstrate what we're gonna do. So again, we're living very rustic while we're on our vacation down here in the backwoods of Kentucky. Down here we like to ride four-wheelers, shoot guns, kill animals and eat them, and make good food. Basically just live the good old life. There's no running water down here, so we're definitely scrubbing it while we're here, but that's all part of the fun. So again, as I mentioned, I took those sweet potatoes and I wrapped them up in foil. We're going to put them on the grill like this for about 45 minutes. Basically just bake them. As you'll notice, I brought down a wooden spoon and my favorite pair of tongs. Tongs I'm going to use tonight, wooden spoon will be in the next video. We're going to make some biscuits and gravy tomorrow morning. Alright, see you when it's time to take these off the grill and start shredding up that pork. Oh, hello, and welcome back to Cooking with Steve. We are down in the hollers of Kentucky, and this is our wilderness special. Our pulled pork has been in the crock pot for about 4.5 hours at this point, so we're going to go in and start shredding it. Follow me in here, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so as you can see, it's cooked down pretty well here. We are just going to take a fork and start shredding it apart. There's a layer of fat, if you look, there's a layer of fat on here. Actually, it doesn't look like fat, so we're good. We're just going to shred it like that, pretty much until the whole thing's done. And we'll come back when we're done shredding. I'll show you how we dress it with the barbecue sauce. See you then.
One.
Hello and welcome back. As you can see there, our pork is all shredded up. If you recall, the only thing we did here was put a pork loin in the crock pot for about 4.5 hours with some root beer. That's it. And then it cooks down to this. It's incredible. What we're going to do now is we're going to dress it with some barbecue sauce. This is my preferred type to use for pulled pork. I do in fact have a brother, sister-in-law, godson, and a niece that live in Asheville, North Carolina. I would recommend you, if you're ever in that area, check out a place called 12 Bones and try their mustard barbecue sauce. It is incredible. So now that we put that, we're just going to mix it around with the spoon. Our pulled pork is done. So I'm going to show you how we're going to let it go a little bit. We're going to let it go for just a little while longer in the crock pot while we wait for the potatoes to finish on the grill. And I'll come back when it's time to serve it on the sandwich. A little background on this property we are on. This is owned by my uncle, who, if we get lucky tomorrow when we're making the next video with the biscuits and gravy, we might have a special guest. I don't know. Uncle Don is he's a pretty good character, pretty good guy to get to know. This is his place. This is actually a historic Civil War battlefield. At some point in the next video, I might show you a wall that was built by slaves during the Civil War. That is no joke. No joke. Alright, we'll come back to you when the potatoes are done. See you then. Welcome back to Cooking with Steve, the Wilderness Special. Our potatoes are ready to be pulled off the grill. And I'm going to take these, dump them in this bowl, and we're going to construct our sandwiches and the plate. One thing I need to mention to you that I forgot to say in the last segment was before I shredded the pork, I did drain probably about 75% of the root beer out of the crock pot. Something to keep in mind. Come right back. I'm just going to put these potatoes in here, make the plates, and we'll come back for tasting time. I will see you then.
Kenzie, I need you. Okay, go.
Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Steve, the down south in the hollers of Corinth, Kentucky edition. This is how we've constructed our sandwiches today. We got a bun, whole wheat bun because I'm trying to eat healthy, pulled pork with a little bit of extra barbecue sauce poured on top, and then some of our coleslaw from earlier. Also got some of the potatoes that we just yanked off the grill. We're gonna get everybody's plates set up, then we'll come right back to you for tasting time. See you then. Hello and welcome back to the wild wilderness down south in Kentucky camping edition of Cooking with Steve. It is now tasting time and we're going to take a bite of our pulled pork sandwich. Absolutely fantastic. Who says you can't have gourmet cuisine when you're cooking everything with such little amenities? What do you think, Abe?
This is amazing.
This is my lovely wife, Steph. This might be your first glimpse of her.
It's delicious.
Alex, what do you think?
I'll take one bite.
That does look good. Well, thank you for watching today. This was an exciting special edition of Cooking with Steve, and we might even have a part 2 tomorrow with a special guest. I ask you, please share this with all your friends, leave some comments below, and subscribe to this channel. Again, thank you for your participation in the show. I hope you learned some good ways to cook, and you have an excellent night. I know I will.
Cooking with Steve.